Hey, fellow Schneider drivers, friendly Bill coming at you. I'm in French Camp, California. It's about 6 p.m. on Saturday evening. It's a downpour. It's raining. I'm doing my 34-hour restart, so I'm about 20 hours into my 34-hour restart. I slept for about 18 hours. I am able to sleep when I need it, and I worked for the last 5 days. I worked a minimum of 14 hours, probably more like 16 to 17 hours each day. So I was exhausted, so I slept for like 18 hours. So now I'm rested, but I'm awake, and it's dark and it's raining, and I wanted to talk about something that I think the majority of us go through that we don't talk about so much, because we're burly, tough truck drivers, and we're tough, and we can take anything, and we don't have emotions and stuff. But the reality is we're humans, and we do have emotions. And I think in some ways we have really deep emotions, because we have a lot of time to think about things on the road. And a lot of us are doing this job to support our families, and it takes nothing but sincere love to do this job for your family. Nothing but. So I think we have deep emotions, and it's the holiday season. So some of you know my story. I'm a retired graphic designer. My wife and I got divorced after 17 years of marriage. We have joint custody of the kids, but they live with her. And she's a great mom, and she's a great person. Our marriage just didn't work out in the long run. After 17 years, you have to know that for the majority of the time it was absolutely great. I mean, we were together for 17 years. But that being said, we're divorced now, and the kids live with her, and I'm a truck driver now. I didn't want to be a graphic designer anymore. I didn't like sitting at the computer and going into the same office every day and seeing the same people and stuff. So I got into truck driving, and I have no regrets about getting into truck driving. The only regrets I have are family stuff. I wish our marriage would have worked out, and I wish, I was at home with the kids every day. But even if I wasn't a truck driver, the way our divorce was set up, we have joint custody, but I get the kids for a certain amount of days every week. She's the primary caregiver, so. But that being said, I get the blues, and especially around holiday time. My kids, I talk to my kids every day, and they tell me what they're doing. They're putting up Christmas decorations and putting up the Christmas tree and putting the ornaments on the tree. And that was probably me at my absolute happiest in my life, was setting up the Christmas tree and getting ready for Christmas with the kids. So the fact that they're doing that without me, it hurts me. Now, I don't lay into that too much with them, because I don't want them to feel guilty for their lives. So, I am happy for them. I'm very happy for them, and I love that they share that stuff with me. But it gives me the blues. And the holiday time for I think almost all truck drivers is a difficult time. We want to be home with our families doing Christmas. Christmas is a family time, and we're not there. We're out here in nasty weather, doing a nasty job in nasty hours, and we don't get treated too well. So, it's natural to get the blues. Well, for instance, I go into the truck stop, and it's dark outside, and it's cold, and it's nasty, and I worked all day, and I walk in, and the food is gross. The only thing they have is roller wieners, and the food is bad, and you worked all day, and you're exhausted, and they're playing I'll Be Home for Christmas, or I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas on the intercom, or like a love song or something. And to me, it just gets my goat. It's just another dig. To me, I don't appreciate it. But I'm not saying that that people shouldn't celebrate Christmas because I feel like I'm in a bad mood. I'm just telling you the truth about how I feel about the holiday season as a truck driver. hearing the Christmas songs in the truck stop and stuff, it just, it almost makes me sick. It just it hurts my stomach and stuff, and it just makes me really miss my family. So, this isn't all doom and gloom. I want to give some things that we can do as truck drivers to help us through this season. Now, what I do is I absolutely work my ass off, because I find that the more I work and the harder I work, the less time I have to think about those negative things. So I work my ass off. I worked 70 hours in 5.5 days this week. I actually worked more than that, but you know how it is. So I work my ass off just so I don't have to think about that stuff. And I went into the truck stop. I'm going to take a shower here in a few minutes, and there's a Denny's, which is a decent restaurant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nice shower. I'm going to take a glorious shower. I'm going to go to Denny's. I'm going to have whatever I want. I'm going to treat myself to a nice meal. It might be steak and shrimp. I'm going to treat myself to the best meal that I can. I'm going to treat myself during this time of year. I'm going to try my hardest to make a good situation out of a rough situation. So I'm going to have a nice shower. I'm going to have a great meal. And something else that's going on in the truck stop is there's a college football game on. It's Wisconsin against somebody. I didn't see I just walked by. But there's a good football game on. There's other truck drivers in there. So I'm going to take a hot shower. I'm going to get some good food, and I'm going to go sit down and watch a football game with other truck drivers. And, that is the kind of thing that you can do as a truck driver to get you through these hard times. So, if you're feeling blue, you're not alone, okay? And if it gets really, really bad, if your depression gets bad, reach out to a professional, reach out to anybody. Reach out to another truck driver and say, hey man, I'm having a horrible week. I don't know why I'm out here. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's for no point. It doesn't make any sense. Reach out to somebody and they, oh man, I know how you feel. I'm there too. It's a rough time of the season. But if you really get into a bad spot, reach out to somebody, reach out to a friend, reach out to a family member, just reach out. Okay, because you're not in this alone. There's a lot of people that get down on the road. So, as a Schneider driver, I like to help Schneider drivers. I like to help anybody because it makes me feel good about myself. And sometimes that's all we need is a little boost. I was feeling really bad when I woke up this afternoon because I'm just like, I'm out here, it's nasty weather. But my daughter sent me a voice message of her singing a song about how much she loves me, and I tell you, that's all I needed. Oh my gosh, it just went straight to my heart. And but like I said, you're not alone. The holidays is a rough time for all truck drivers, I think. So, you're not alone, and reach out to somebody if you get really down. And if it gets to the point where you feel like you just can't go on, take a break. Your life is worth everything. This job is a job. And if you feel like you literally can't take another minute and you're thinking about offing yourself for some horrible thing, get off the road. It's not that important. It's just a job. Your life is worth everything. So, Friendly Bill, I hope this helps somebody. It helps me just making the video, and that's why I make these videos. These videos are more for me as something to do and something positive to do. But I do appreciate my subscribers, and I appreciate the comments. So anyway, Friendly Bill, catch you on the flip side.